Hi guys, Aaron here. So, another week has passed and I still haven't uploaded anything. Um, yeah, no, that was not the intention. I'm not gonna make excuses. Like, the reason I haven't uploaded anything this past week is partly because I actually lost like a vital piece of my recording equipment. But even so, it's also I just haven't thought of anything to record. Like the things that I would record, usually me gaming or me doing stupid things like that. That of course is the vital piece of equipment I lost. So, having fun and recording myself being stupid isn't a possibility, which meant I had to be productive if I was going to record anything, and I just haven't been productive this past week. Well, actually, I have been very productive, but I haven't been productive in a recordable way. I've been working on a ton more scripts, which I am actually trying to find a way to release for you guys right now. And a way to release maybe both in a video format as well as like just a reading format. I think the reading format is clearly going to be a lot easier, and honestly I can get on that right away. But part of the reason that's taking a tiny bit of time and the reason I don't want to get on that right away is because I want to find a way to make that into a video and make that something that you guys can watch. And what I mean by that is I've actually been doing some off-camera dry reads of the script with multiple people who really aren't voice actors, but they're good friends who were willing to lend their voices to me to help kind of figure out how my scripts read. And once I'm done with the drafts, like how all of them kind of pan out, where spelling errors as well as like story errors are. And I would love to upload those, but I only really have like one officially recorded, and some of the people in that recording I haven't asked or really don't have the position to ask, hey, can I put this up on YouTube? They allowed me to do the recording. I asked them to do that, but I haven't asked them for YouTube, and I don't want to upload their voices unless if they consent to that. So that's the reason I haven't uploaded that, but in fact I want to find a group of people who will do the exact same thing that those guys have done, but willingly allow me to record them, not just for personal purposes, but for your guys' purposes as well, because honestly, the script read that we did just this past week was really fun, and I would have loved to have uploaded that, but again, I didn't get consent to upload that. I got consent to record it, and I think it would just be really cool to have maybe like a small group or community of people that I know at the very least who want to read and record these things. Likewise, however, if there's anybody out there that you know that you think would like to, record or wouldn't mind being recorded doing like a dry read of a script, let me know. I'm actually thinking, not now because I really don't have a following now for this to be legitimate, but in the future I hope to do something maybe like a Discord server where there's a group of people who I can just rally together, like 5 or 6 people, to do like a dry read whenever I have a new draft out, because then that would be awesome to just have like a go-to group of people to do readings and do stuff like that. And I think that would be my primary source of content for this channel if I did something like that. Of course, that takes a little more logistics, and that also takes me reaching out to more people, which doesn't make sense at the moment considering I haven't really created much content for following, for, doing that sort of stuff. So it's not necessarily that I don't want to do that, and it's not necessarily that I don't have the will to do that, but I personally feel like I kind of need to have my foot in the door before I try to pull something off like that. That doesn't mean dry reads won't happen, but it means that things like the Discord server probably aren't going to be in the near future. But speaking of group things, something that I'm planning on doing pretty recently, or pretty soon, not recently, pretty soon, is I have a Minecraft server, and I'm planning on doing kind of an SMP Live-ish thing with that. SMP Live is clearly like a huge group of people and a bunch of moderators who know what they're doing, and I'm one person with a few friends, and so I kind of like, it's like a mini SMP Live with people that only I know. But I think that'll still be fun, and I really hope that they enjoy it. I know I'll personally enjoy it. I ran something like this similar about a year ago, and though nobody really recorded what was happening, the antics were silly, and I got a lot of things blown up, and it was just a good time, and I think that would be fun for the channel, for the Ghost456T channel, as well as I actually have a way of, I think, maybe incorporating that into Aaron H. as kind of a story-related thing, sort of related to the Minecraft and storytelling series I tried to do earlier. Similar vein, but with more people and just a lot more hectic. But yeah, that is, those are just a couple of things on the table right now. Ghost456T is just going to continue as it has been. I've found the piece of recording equipment that I had lost, or not found, but I replaced the piece of recording equipment I've lost, and so now I am able to do streams again and able to do that sort of stuff again. So that stuff's going to be coming up, and I'm actually planning on making a schedule, a Twitch streaming schedule, as well as a sort of highlight stream when those are going to be up schedule, trying to figure out what I want to do with maybe just game recordings in general, and other stuff like that. That stuff I am kind of scheduling out right now. Because I have the ability to at this moment. Now that kind of all of the hecticness of kind of the start of January as well as late December, well, all of December, is out of the way, it is easier for me to start scheduling and starting things up. And I feel like where the past 2 weeks have just been me saying, this is what I'm going to do, and then not doing it, I think this next week is going to be me saying, and I'm saying this right now, I'm not going to do much on the side of recording, but I am going to do a lot on the side of planning. Part of kind of what I was doing with the January New Year's resolution and through these past 2 weeks has been planning. I haven't been recording as much as I've been kind of setting all of the blocks in place to record. That doesn't mean that I'm necessarily exempt from making videos, or that my plan was to never make videos throughout these past 2 weeks. In fact, I wanted to make content beyond these 100K subscriber game plans, but it just hasn't worked out like that. It ended up working out more that I am creating kind of the stepping stones to get to that point rather than just starting from that point. And for that reason, I'm not really necessarily disappointed in my work so far. I think that I've done a lot of good, and I've kind of learned a lot about, how much will have to go into these channels as a whole. But I don't think I'm slacking off. Actually, I know I'm not slacking off. Not all the time, anyway. And I know that while right now things seem like they're very out of order, because they are, and I'm kind of just always on my toes trying to figure out the next thing, like how am I going to record, what am I going to record, are people going to like this, are they not? I'm finding that like I can answer a lot of those questions now and not have to answer them after I mess up later. Not that I won't mess up, I'll probably mess up a lot. In fact, I'm kind of messing up now by not doing anything, not doing anything that I'm recording. But I think overall this is going to help because there's planning, there's background work involved, and to be honest, I think especially Aaron H has the opportunity to be a bigger channel than Ghost456T. Ghost456T is me being stupid and me playing video games, which is a huge market on YouTube, and it seems like, that would be the channel to really explode out of the two. Especially since that one gets a couple new subscribers when I upload, versus Aaron H, which every video I upload gets like 0 views, including probably this one for a while. But I think that this channel that this is being uploaded on, Aaron H, has the potential to be the bigger channel if I can just pull together kind of all of these bits and pieces that I've been seeding and mapping out and really start to launch forward with my objectives here. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to be able to launch forward with those objectives. The sooner, the better, but there's a lot of stepping stones in place right now, and I kind of just have to weave my way through. January and February are just going to be difficult months for me, for Aaron H in particular. Ghost 456T will thrive now that I have my recording equipment back, but this channel is going to be in a rough spot for a tiny bit. So I hope that those of you who do ever see this, who do watch it, stick with me, because I have high hopes for this channel. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just that this one, as I said when I was first kind of coming back to YouTube on this channel and making it, this channel is a lot more effort driven. Like, I'm going to put a lot of effort into the pieces on this channel, which means that things on this channel are not going to come swiftly. Like, the 100K game plans are like the only thing that are going to come out on a weekly basis. Probably even after I start getting all the building blocks in place. These are like the only things that are going to come out on a weekly basis. Everything else is going to probably be... I'm hoping to do some maybe like live streams of me in the process of working, but it's just going to be a lot of behind the scenes work, and you guys are just going to see the final product and be like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm going to be like, yeah, that took me like 15 hours every day to make, but, you know, that's how it is. And I think that's really all I have right now. Like, that's kind of my game plan, is to plan. And I have some things on the horizon which I've described to you, which I've, said, hey, this is what I'm planning on doing. And while those might not come out in the near future, they're on my head, and they're kind of the things that are right off the top of my head right now. So that means that they're coming up soon. I don't really know all the logistics of them yet, but we're going to figure them out together. Anyway, kind of just a refresher what I said earlier. If you have any people who want to do voice acting or things like that, hit me up. I write a lot of scripts, and even if I don't end up doing the thing that I said with the Discord and the first drafts and all that, I am still going to need people later on who want to help me with some of my bigger projects and things of that nature. And if I can get anybody to help lift those off the ground, then that just means content comes that much quicker, that much sooner. And there's stuff to be done. There is stuff to be done. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. Week 3, I'm more confident than weeks 1 and 2. This next week is gonna be good. One more thing. One more thing. I am going to move these 100K game plans probably to Sunday, so that way they line up more with the week. Right now they line up with Wednesday because that is when January 1st hit. Well, Thursday I think was when January 1st hit. Yeah. Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, one of those two. Was when January 1st was, and because of that, I want to switch over to Sunday, so that way that it's at the beginning of the week. So what I've just said, everything I just said, is actually going to be all that I say for both this week and next week, and then that Sunday of essentially like 2 weeks from now, really 1.5, but 2 weeks from now is going to be when this next 100K game plan comes out. Yeah, that's all. Sorry that this video kind of ran long. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head here. I knew I had a lot to say, but I didn't have an order. So anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back. Actually, come back. Subscribe. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the flip.